starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Talk show, A Life Journey of an Athlete. I am Bhushan Thakur, founder and editor-in-chief of SportChamp, a sports education magazine. Today's topic is very interesting, sports genetics, which according to me is a topic which very few knows about it and understand the process properly. Because of which I thought of discussing on the same, as sports genetics plays a very important role in identifying right sport at the right time and also for fitness and nutrition and to excel in sports. For the same, we have a very special guest today with us, Mr. Shah Fahad Husami, who is the founder and CEO of Adam Genetics from New Delhi, India's leading genetics testing and health product company. Fahad comes with over 17 years of experience in genetics, health, and pharmaceutical sectors, where he consistently pushed for innovation and its commercialization. Fahad is the brain behind the adoption of genetics-based regime by Indian cricket players in both men's and women's teams, football players, and many athletes to help them realize their full potential through its highly innovative and scientific products and advice. Today, some of Bollywood's leading stars and corporate CEOs are relying on Fahad's advice to remain fit and get the best out of themselves. Adam's Adam Genetic is proud to work with world's best sports scientists, nutritionists, and researchers. He loves running, cycling, swimming activity. Welcome to the show, Fahad.
Thanks, Bhushan.
And
thanks for having me.
Thank you for accepting my invitation and agreed to share key aspects of sport genetics with us, and which will guide many in the journey of sports, which is the core purpose of this talk show. What do you think about this platform? You have seen, I think, some shows in the past. What do you think about this platform?
Bhushan, I really congratulate you, and it's one of the finest platform. As I was discussing with you, and I found very useful for athletes, parents especially, and the coaches, because the kind of stuff you are creating here and the kind of guests you are inviting, they are giving lots of knowledge to young athletes. So actually it will guide them that what are the things they did wrong, so they should not repeat the same thing. So it's really, really helpful for young athletes and especially parents, because sometimes parents are confused, because even I have seen one your talk show, or this a panel discussion where you were discussing about the training torture and what should be the right approach to train a young athlete. So it's really
Correct.
interesting, and the kind of stuff you are generating is, it will help all the athletes. So it's really good. It's really good, and I'm very obliged to be here. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Fahad. Just to start with, we have a small challenge which we start with, which is called Sport Champ Challenge.
Okay.
And I have only some 3-4 questions with you,
All right.
which will be any international player name which starts with P.
PT Usha.
Okay, that was very quick. Any actor name which starts with A.
Bhushan, I missed you.
Okay, any actor name which starts with A.
A. Amir Khan.
Okay. Any country name which starts with M.
M. Malaysia.
I think I should not ask
Related
you
to your
questions.
name.
We done getting too fast. Okay, let's go to the next round, and it's important that why we are here is first, let me know what is about your life journey and how you landed into genetics, health, and pharmaceutical sector, and
Over.
opening Adam Genetics company.
All right. So, like after graduation, I was lucky enough to got a opportunity to work with one of the finest company in India. Or it's a multinational called Dr. Reddy's. I started working as a executive there, and within a span of 6 months, they realized that this is interested in more in scientific research and so on. So
Okay.
I got the opportunity to work with the scientists. So my job was to understand what scientists were doing in the lab and how I can make that information useful for the clinician or doctors. So uh, uh, this researchers use lots of jargons. Their science terminologies are very difficult for doctor to understand, to use those technologies in real world. So my job
Okay.
was to make all those technical words, technical jargon, make it very simple to use. And that's where the interest in research, understanding research methodologies started. I worked for different companies like Dr. Reddy's, Biocon, and Merck for almost 12 years. I worked in cardiology, vaccines, and all. So there, because of my keen interest in technology, I start reading lots of stuff and talking to lots of researchers, doctors about this area. And one thing which actually was very fascinating, that one drug respond very differently to different people, and it
Okay.
was very interesting to understand why. Then I dig deeper into this, and then I got to know that your genes or your DNA makeup plays a very important role in these like different reactions. And that's how I started researching on this topic. And so lots of things came up, like how you can actually understand a person, like let's say if you are taking a paracetamol. So genetic makeup will tell you that how you're gonna respond to paracetamol. You're gonna get the help of that paracetamol tablet, or you get a reaction. And the
Okay.
same things applies to all the nutrition, all the sporting performance. Lots of people are, like, when we say they are God gifted, uh, so it is uh, actually the kind of genetic makeup they have got from their parents, which makes them unique. So the idea is to understand those genetic makeup and give this
I'll come
information
to.
to the athletes, to their parents, to their coach.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's where I started, like my interest was there, and that's why I just wanted to actually so people can easily use this technology. And that's where
Okay.
I my job in 2012 and started a company called Adams Genetics in 2013 after well research. And that's where I started a kit which is very easy to use. You just have to give your saliva, and after that we take out the DNA from that saliva, and
Yes.
give a comprehensive report
I'll come to.
which will
I'll
be
come to
easy
this
to
point.
understand and use.
I'll come to this point at a later stage, but I need to. As our today's topic is based on sport genetics, completely on sport genetics. So I just want to know. First thing is, what is sport genetics?
Yeah.
So what is, as currently very few
Yeah.
are aware
So
of
as
this
the
concept. How
work,
can you explain? How can you explain in simple terms for people to understand what is actually a sport genetic? Yes, sir.
yeah. So what I suggest, so there are lots of markers which are related to
Yeah.
your sport performance, your related injury.
Okay. Okay.
your recovery, either you have a potential either or do well in power sports or do well genetic makeup, or you have got a mixed genetic makeup. So that it will give you so interesting insight. So based on that, it helps your coach or trainer to understand based on they can plan training program. So that's the role of the sports. They test understand who you are exactly, because like if you compare two they are very different.
Yeah. Yes, Fahad.
Bhushan, I think your video was stuck.
I uh, I will add to this
Yeah,
is what you have said. Uh, Basically, how important is to identify through sport genetics the right sport, and also how sport genetics tests help you to analyze the same. Like, how is the
yeah,
process for that?
yeah. Uh, I would not. I would suggest for anyone who is who.
Pat, can you speak? Hello?
Yeah,
Fahad,
I
am I?
can hear you now.
Yes, tell me, please.
Yeah.
Hello?
So,
Yeah.
like your question is, uh, as how some utilize this test to identify that which sport is good
Correct.
or is so so to understand just is very important. Uh, like it's like your passion, you are liking that game, that very important role, but that is understand what kind of have gene which are very helpful for impulse, let's say endurance process. So there is a gene called like ACE gene. This is very where the
Okay.
presence of that genes is in endurance athlete. Let's if you have got that gene or that your that gene means your chances are game.
Mhm.
Bhushan, can you hear me?
You are very much audible, Fahad. You don't have to stop. I think I can hear you very well. Fahad, I can
All
hear
right.
you very well. Yes.
So, as I was suggesting, you that there are different genes. So, to understand what kind of sport is good, you have to understand that which sport is good. So, there are different genes. So, which has different mechanisms. So let's say I'm an example of, yeah, I was just discussing enzyme gene called ACE, angiotensin converting enzyme gene,
Okay.
and ID and DD. So let's say if someone carrying a gene variation II, like
Mhm.
these guys are, and if you test and
Mhm.
most of the marathoners II version, which makes them do or a DD version, someone carrying a, let's say if someone carrying version of the same,
Mr. Connect. I think Father just goes. He had just got off because of some connectivity. I think he will be back in few seconds. But what he was mentioning is related to uh, liking is one. There is you can have passion towards the sport. You know which sport to play. But more important is if you know if you do some analysis on the genetics line through the samples with the processes which he had, if those processes are done, I think then it is more easier to identify the right spot. So Fad, are you back now? Am I audible, Fad, to you? Yes, Fad, I guess you are back. Can you hear me now, Fad? Fad? There seems to be a connectivity issue, Fad. Just let me know if I'm audible to you because your voice is not reaching me.